Hi everyone, welcome back. So happy you took the time again to come over and watch a new video from Dyanne, and my name is Janny. And of course it's time for our Sunday Funday challenge, which is hosted every last Sunday of each month. And of course, before I tell you more about that, let's go first to our first DIY. So here you see the main part I will use for this DIY, and of course I show you only two pieces or else I have to get all the wood over here. But I'm going to use 6 of this one, and of course I will cut them all in half. I need 4 of them for each piece of my farmhouse window, because that's what we're going to try to make, a farmhouse window. I don't know how it will turn out. We will see. It's my first time also. So just come with me to my garage, and then we're going to saw these pieces. So here you see already everything laid out on my table, and you see here I used 6 of these pieces of wood, and the length of this one is 31 centimeters. I don't know what it is in inches, but at least 31 centimeter. I did cut them in half, and then I did cut them also again in half, because I got an enormous enormous window. So that was not the meaning of my making a farmhouse window. So I just did them in half, and I just did this one in half, and then you see I got 6 little windows. And if you like it, if for you it's no. If it is a little bit too wide, you still can do this also in half. Then you get a little bit of a smaller window, but I want to have a little bit of a bigger window. And of course, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to glue them on each other, and then I'm going to see if they need some support also from nails. But first I'm going to glue them together, because they are very light at this moment. So, but you can make any shape you want. I use this one, but you can do any shape you like. But this is what you need: 6 of this one from 31 centimeters long, and he is wide. He is 7 centimeters. This 31 by 7 centimeters, and then to have and another time to have, and then you can get this one. So you see, I glued everything together, and I am I have I have two thoughts about it. One side I like it, and the other side I don't know. I don't really know if this is the wood I need to use or something else, but everything can change when we are painting it and waxing it and distressing it. So we have to see how it works or not. But this window I could have glued with of course with my glue sticks this time. The other one I needed some nails, so maybe I do some nails only because I like it a little bit better, to give it an old feeling. So maybe I am going to look for some nails, but I don't know. But we have to see how this is working out. And of course I need a knob over here, and of course I need some window place. I don't know, here we call it scharnieren. So I have to place one over here, and here a knob. And then I have to distress it, everything. You see already I am rambling, so I really don't know if this is a fail or a success. So we will see at the end what it will turn out. So I am back for a moment before we are going to wax it or stain it, just what you want. You can also paint it immediately, but I felt so, I felt so stupid that I didn't know the name. If I am correct, we call it scharnieren, but I think you call it hinks if I am where your neck hanging or your windows on. And of course, like I said, we need a doorknob and some nails, but first I'm going to put it in the wax. So you see, I am just using some simple furniture wax I always use. It's just from a home brand, and it doesn't cost almost nothing. So I'm going to wax my window, and you see already how it is changing already just to put some little wax on it. And of course you can just stain it. You can do anything you like, what's fitting for your decor, I always say. And I will do the front and the back, and of course the sides, but I'm just wanted to show you a little piece so you can see how such a window really changes already when you just wax it. So I will do the rest, and then I show you the result, how it's looking like with the waxing. So here you see how it turned out. I will turn around for you. What you see already, is this an original window? No, it is not an original window like you most of the time see, but I always say it will be a unique one. What I'm going to do right now, I just want to have some hinks for over here, so I'm going to saw the two of them, and then I'm doing them also in the black color, just the same that I did my barn door. The last video we did, I made a barn door, and I'm just going to place also here the hinks and paint them black. And of course we will use a knob over here, and then we are going to decorate it. So for the hinks I use the black schoolboard paint, and of course you can use chalk paint, you can use any color you like. And the next time with my barn door, I painted it on top of my piece, but this time I'm just going to paint it when I didn't glue it on top of my piece. So first I'm going to paint this, and then we are going to glue it on top of our window. So you see already the hinks are already dried up, and I'm going to glue them. I hope at least that my glue gun is working with me. So I'm just gluing this on top of our window, and just a little bit in the middle. And now I hope he will stick, because I totally forgot again that I waxed this piece, and then gluing on top of it is not the greatest thing. So I hope at the end it will stick, and I will do the other one. So I do a little bit of more glue than I usually would do, and then we are going to glue this one. So what I did for the doorknob is I just took one of the little buttons, and I just painted them in the black color. You see here I painted in black, and I'm going to glue this on top of my piece. And of course I have to do it a little bit careful, just not to do it totally outside. And I'm going to place it a little bit in the middle. And I did a little, you use also for a little game, and I just glue one piece of this one on top of here. So you get also a doorknob. And I just removing the glue with about it, I'm removing it. So what I'm going to do right now is we just are going to decorate it. So I did a little bit of lightning on it, because or else you wouldn't see it in totally, because it's a little bit of a dark day. I told you already we are going to decorate, but of course before we do I have to distress a couple of pieces of my window, just to work away a little bit with the lines you are glued to each other. So this is a great way to give it more of a rustic feeling, and of course work away a little bit of your sides you glue together. And you see already, it already changes a lot. And I'm just doing something, there's no way what I'm doing, I'm just doing what feels good for me. And of course you can do with your piece you have, just do whatever you think it's alright, and how you distress it is also your way. I'm just doing it the way I think it's looking great for my piece, but you are free of course to do whatever you like. And of course a little bit on the sides of the windows. You can't say this isn't a unique piece, because I never saw a window like this. But you already know a little bit about me, so you know I always do things a little bit different than normally. So I think he looks nice, and I'm going to take a little bit of the white and just do also a little piece of the white a little bit with the gray, so then it will blend in better with my door. So you see, now I'm going to take a little bit of the white in combination with a little bit of the black. So I hope that it doesn't give too much of the white, because I don't like a little too much of the white. But of course, if you like that, you are free to do. And you see already, for me it's turning a little bit into the gray color, and I really love that a little bit more. So I'm just doing a little combi of both of them. And a little bit on the edges of my piece. And a little bit over here. And I know for some people this is very boring to watch. I understand that completely. So if you don't like it, just move forward. So you see, it blends in already a little bit, and also a little bit over here and here. So I think that's enough for my window, and now we are really going to decorate it. So here you see the window is dried right now, and of course I'm really loving it, the rustic feeling it does give. But like I told you every time and time again, just do whatever you think is right. Do you like another color? Do you like painting? I just want to show you how easy it is. Just for a couple of pieces of wood you can make your own farmhouse window, even when he is unique. It doesn't matter. You see here I am using a wreath I already have laying around for years, and what I'm going to do, because I want to have it a little bit more fitting with my window, I'm going to distress it first in the black color and later on a little bit in the white gray color, so to give it a little bit more warmer feeling against my window. And of course we will still need a knob over here so we can hang it on top of our window. So but first I'm going to distress it in the black color. So you see I'm using the black school board paint, and I'm just wiping it off on my old towel, and just go a little bit with the pieces of the wicker. So just go a little bit, like I said, just a little bit this way to give it a little bit more of a rustic and a little bit more of the warmer feeling. But of course you can also spray paint it in a totally different color if you like that better. But I love a little bit of the rustic touch. Just bend it off a little bit, because or else you will get very black pieces over. So I will finish this off, because this will take much too long for you and will be very boring. So I'm going to finish it off, and then I show you how he is looking like. So here you see how my the first coat with the black is looking like, and what I'm going to try to do is I want to bring a little bit more of the brown color of my window also inside of here. So maybe I'm going to take some wax, and I'm going to try to, if I don't know if it will work or not, because the wreath is already very dark. So I'm going to try if some wax is also bringing a little bit more of the brown color in it, and then we are going to do the white creamy gray white color. But first I'm going to do the wax. So I'm just taking the furniture wax, and I'm just going to try if it will work or not, but I really have no clue because I never did some furniture wax on my wreath. So for me this is also a try, and like I said earlier with the painting, I'm going to try it, and if it and then I show you the result, or else you will be sitting here for a very long time. So I finish it off. So you see, I hope the lighting is okay, that you still can see it a little bit like I see it at least. You see already the brown with the wax is really working. I'm really loving it. It gives just some pieces a little bit of the brown color, which is also inside on my window, so it fits a little bit better with each other. I think you can see it already a little bit right now. So what I'm going to do right now, just little pieces with the white gray color, a little bit with the black and the white through each other, so a little bit like I also have on my window, and that will be the last. And then we are going to decorate our wreath a little bit inside, but we're going to do it very neutral. So this time I'm not going over the top like I usually do, but I keep it very simple. So you see already I did a couple of the white gray stripes on it, of course also. So I think it's fitting nicely with my window. What I told you, I'm just gonna keep it easy, what I want to have in my wreath, because I don't do it on the outside, because or else he is still coming much forward, too much to my liking. So I'm doing it a little bit inside of the wreath, and I use a stem of eucalyptus branch. Of course, one branch with the, yeah, like you call it, you have it in purple lavender, and here we call it a lavendel, but of course it's in the white color. And some little pics of the bright greenery. I use this a lot in my decor, so I let it come everything back. And of course I have a bow already made, because or else it will take much long for you. We have videos where we're making our bow, so this one maybe I do in the middle. I don't know yet if I like it, but it can be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a swag first for laying it inside of my wreath. And now we are going to make our swag. I did it very simple. I just took all the branches apart, you see already here. So I'm just going to build a little swag. You just fold a couple of leaves against each other, one this way, another one that way, and of course we do the second one, and this one in the opposite direction also. And you just keep it in the middle. And it is just squeezing it hard. And we do a little bit of the white lavender over here and just pull it together. We do this one over here, and this one we just squeeze it in. And what I did 4 branches of this one. 4 of them I did together with a little bit of a wire, and you see here now you get some little bushes and then a little bit more of a pop-off than if you do it alone. So I'm just doing this also over here. I'm just laying it inside, and the other one in the other side, other direction. And of course I just take a piece of wire, and I'm just taking everything together, and later on we will see how it will turn out. Because first we have to make sure that we are having it together. So it doesn't matter if there goes a leaf or not, so just fold everything together and just squeeze it, and I'm just making it tight, and then we can work with it. So but first we have to make sure that we have all the branches together. So I'm going to work with it for a moment and then I show you the swag. So here you see how our little swag is turned out, and you just saw me doing it a couple of branches in the opposite directions. Just do a piece of wire inside and you are ready, fit to go, and attaching it to your wreath. Of course you can glue it on top of it, and you can also do it with some wire, and later then you can do also, if you like it, you can do a little bow. You can do anything you like, and you see already how he is looking like for on your window. So I'm going to attach it to my little wreath, and then I'm going to do the bow. So you see I glued it on top of my wreath, but a little bit more on the inside. And I'm going to do right now, I'm just gluing my little bow also on top of here. So it is very easy just to put it inside and just glue it. And now I hope that both of them stay in the wreath, or else I have done everything for nothing. So we will see. So now we're going to work a little bit with our bow, because he is a little bit scratched. Tell me. So you see how he is looking like, and I am very happy with the result. So, and now we are going to finish it off and placing it on top of our window. So here you see I placed a little wooden, we call it een houten poppetje, because it's from a little game we play here in the Netherlands also. I think you also can play it. It's Mens erger je niet, and you have them in the yellow, in the blue, and I bought this one with a store here in the Netherlands, and they are in the wood color, but of course you can use them for a little dolls or something else. Some people do some little faces on top of it, but I painted it in the black color. There's a long story for totally just telling you it's a wooden knob. So of course I can hang my wreath on it, and then I show you a little bit already how my window is turning out. I hope I get it in camera, and you see with little pieces of scrap wood. I don't know what I have today, but little pieces of scrap wood, you can make your own farmhouse window, and it doesn't have to cost you almost nothing. An old wreath, and of course some simple greenery you have laying around, and you are already fit to go. So I show you the finished result. So here you see the finished result, and I put it for a moment against my wall, because you can see it a little bit better with the lighting over here, and I am so happy how my window turned out. And of course, if you are comparing it to the original windows, it looks a little bit different, I agree. But I am really happy how he turned out, and he's totally fitting with my barn door I made one video ago. So I am really happy with the result, and I just hope you had fun watching and just got a little bit of inspiration with you from an amateur like me, that you just can make anything you like, even if when it not is perfect, you just can make one unique piece of your own. So, but I'm very happy how he turned out. So, like I told you earlier, it is time for our Sunday Funday challenge, which we are hosting together with the beautiful ladies Trish and Kay, and of course they are from the crafting cousins. I have to say it right, and of course I will link the ladies down below in my description box, and of course everyone go check out the playlist because there will be tons of beautiful inspiration for you to find, because the Sunday Funday is all about fun and you can show us anything you like. So come on and join us. And if you like a little bit of chaos and fun and you like Dyanne and my content, I hope you will consider subscribing. Enough talking again, we go to our second DIY.
Hey, it's Dyanne here with a new DIY, and today I want to make some decoration for in my cabinet. I like to have some vintage books because I don't own any books by myself, and I'd like to make some in the Farmhouse summer style, and I'm going to do that all out of trash. So here we start with the base, a crisp bread box, and I have more boxes. Rice. I have one from pancakes, and this one here comes from chocolate spread. You know, here you put this upon your bread and it tastes delicious. So I thought it would be nice to decorate these four together and make them, yeah, actually some books out of this. So, don't know, have to find myself the right. Something like this would be fun. Something, or maybe that. Yeah, I think this looks cute. So here are the books. Now I only want to decorate them into more farmhouse style DIY. Okay, let's first close the lids at the top, because not all the books are complete. Check, just do something here. Just kept these samples and kept them in my cabinet because I knew they somehow turned out great for DIY. This here, this one is broken, but I can fix that with some tape here. And here in the back as well. So, won't open again. Yeah, well, secure this one with some extra tape, you never know. Like this. Yeah, I think this will be the top, another one will be the bottom. Okay, cool. Now let's start decorate them. Look, I found another box. Well, the back part is really ruined, but let's just fix that with some tape. And then everything looks okay. Just going to be the back so you won't see that up on the front side. Okay, now I have 5 different sized boxes. Okay, I made a setup for my books. I think this is the definite way I want to use them. Yeah, I'm actually really in doubt what is a good thing to do. First paint and then stick them together, or shall I first start? I have no idea. Let me think. Okay, actually I have a better idea. Using cardboard to cover up the, actually parts of the books that I didn't want to use. So now it is, you know, like a real book. When I fold this around, it looks just like a real book. So that is what I'm going to do. Check what kind of cardboard I still have in my storage space. Hopefully I still have enough to cover up even the smallest boxes. But no, this one doesn't suit. Let me think. Let me see what I have. Oh, maybe this one is okay. Yeah, I think this part is good. Nice. Yeah, it's a real mess up here for my standards. This is actually a mess. Okay, let's cut it out with a knife. These are, by the way, actually old milk cartons that I get when I buy milk from the supermarket, because I only buy them in these large boxes because that is good for crafting. Now I get free paper, free cardboard. Otherwise I have to pay for it in the shop. So there we go. Yeah, I think this looks really cute. Okay, time to show you how I had it in mind. I think I'll be using Mod Podge for this job. I also have the cheap glue here, but I don't think that the cheap glue is good enough to hold the cardboard here. Okay, open up the can. Oh, that one is always so stuck. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Now take a brush and pour some Mod Podge upon the cardboard of the box. Only on the sides, not on the top. First I'm going to put Mod Podge along this complete side. Once I'm done folding the cardboard around, I will do the other side. Okay, now hope as this works as how I had it in mind. Let me stand up here. Place this one in the center, I think about here or so. But just leave a little bit space here on top. So don't glue it to the entire top, just leave a little bit here. Now, hopefully this one, as I'm holding it, will fold around without breaking. We hope that that works. And it does. Okay, great so far. I'm going already to start folding it around. So look, now you basically have a book. I only have to apply Mod Podge here on this side. Oh, got loose there in the center. Just pour some Podge. But we're using a little bit more here in the back. Or maybe just pour it up on the cardboard itself. I think that would also work great. Okay, carefully fold it back around. And now you have a book. I think I'm going to lay something heavy here on top. Oh. There we go. So hopefully it now sticks and dries completely as I had it in mind. And that's what I'm going to do with the rest of the books. Here we have book number 2, the rice box. Yeah, I still have to cut this part off, but this is number 2, so that one is also suitable for drying now. One thing that I noticed during making these books is that it's actually a better and smarter thing to first fold your cardboard around your box and then start gluing. Don't first glue and then start folding, because it's actually harder to do so. So now I know exactly what kind of shape I need, and it's also more easy to cut it out. To cut out the excess cardboard. So just make a little incision. Oh, almost Mod Podge on the table. Just make a little incision here, and you can cut out the excess cardboard. This works easier. Yeah. Don't know why I just found that out now. But hey, better late than never. So now it is time to pull some Podge upon your book, aka box. And then you can just easily put it upon the right place. First, always doing this side. Don't know why. Really hope that Janny and I can inspire you with our videos. Actually, that is what we have in mind and what we love to do, inspiring people with creativity. So let us know in the comment section what you think of this DIY. We're really curious, really care about your opinion. Okay, here we go. Oh. Just fold and fold. Now I only have to put Mod Podge here upon this side. Let me switch it so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, that actually happened also with the last one. Don't know why. But when you once push it back, it sticks completely together. Our cardboard is actually really thick. Maybe that is the reason why. Now let it just press here for a few seconds and then I'm laying it upon the pile that has to be. 4 of the books are ready. I had to actually throw away this box because I don't have cardboard which is large enough to cover up this box. But I have a new purpose for this box. That is cutting out parts that can cover up here the cardboard. So I can easily, you know, paint it, or maybe I'm going to Mod Podge something all over it. But then I have really smooth base. So now I'm going to, yeah, actually I can do it better like this. Just slice this one open because I want to use the inside part. And I think this is the best way to do so. Not putting the box upon the table because then I guarantee that I'm going to cut right through the part where I shouldn't be cutting. Look, and I can use the inside part of this box. So I'm going to take the right measurements upon the cardboard by just, yeah, well, let's say putting this here, draw around, and then I know how large my cardboard part has to be. Just put the box here. Now I can draw how long it needs to be, or actually can be a little bit smaller. I can cut it easily into smaller shape. Now, this one here. Something like this is okay. Now you can just continue with the rest of the boxes. Now I can use my cardboard for something else. The rest of this cardboard. Maybe I can even put this in here. No, that is slightly too big. Then I'll be doing it here. And here as well. Well, these are roughly the measurements. Not exactly. Now it's time to cut everything out with a knife. And this goes pretty easy. And I know that this here is my line. I'm going to cut a little bit over it, so that I can always cut things smaller and not make them bigger. Okay, almost there. Oh yeah, of course these parts need to be done here in the edge. And here is the final part. Now this one should fit. I think it is a little bit too large. I believe this was the right one. Yeah, it's just slightly too large, but I'm going to fix that using, you know, cutting off a little part. Paper for all the books has been cut, and now it is time to glue the top upon the cardboard book. So, take some Mod Podge and wipe it across the top part of your book. And now you have a really steady base. It also depends on what kind of cardboard you're using for the top of your book, or actually the base of your book. Okay, now slide it into its place. And only to press it, and the Mod Podge does the rest. So this is the first one. Time to do the second one. This is the smallest box, but it's really cute in my opinion. And I'll be using a lot of glue for this box because I knew that this kind of cardboard doesn't stick that easy. Not if you're using, oh, that's what I mean. You have to use really quite some Mod Podge there. And I'm really happy that I could find a purpose for the big cereal cracker box. Now I can use it as the top of the book to make that a nice even base and cover up ugly prints and stuff like that. Look, this just is a perfect book now from the top. Time to do the last one, then it has to dry for half an hour, I think. Maybe even longer because this cardboard is quite thick. There we go. The last one will be here. Done! I think they're starting to look really cute now. Actually, I thought while we are waiting, why not give the books a pretty good base color? So I take out my blackboard paint here, and I think I can just start painting the outside of the book while the glue is drying, because I don't have to touch that particular part. And this paint covers up really well and everything. I hope that I have enough for one layer of paint to cover up the blue cardboard, but we'll see how it turns out. Well, you can of course also paint this side, but I'm not going to do that now, because you're not going to see that part in the place where I want to decorate them. You can always also do that later, that's totally up to you. Just continue until everything is in the color that you want. The books are all painted black now. I just have to let the last black paint dry. I'm going to Pinterest to the computer to find myself some lovely prints and patterns which I can use on these books, because after that, after the paint is dry, I'm going to put Mod Podge on them with the prints. I have been busy printing kind of a lot of prints, strawberry prints, farmhouse prints, some more strawberry, and here a vintage cooking book. I'm going to cut these out with the scissors, and then I'll be gluing it to the cardboard. Time to start gluing the prints to the books. I'll be using Mod Podge for this job. I have two brushes, one to put Mod Podge upon the book, and the other one is to wipe away the air bubbles. I will show you how that works. Just apply some Podge upon the book. Make sure that every part of the back of the book is nice and covered. Like so. Now, stand, because otherwise I can't see if I'm gluing this straight. Good thing about Mod Podge is that you can still move the print if that is necessary. Okay. Now I'm just wiping in the center, and then I'll start just wiping out to the other corners. Don't think I have applied enough Podge here on this side, so I'll have to do that later on. These are the places where I have put enough glue, there aren't any air bubbles. So need some more here. Oh. Hardly any Podge upon that brush. That's better. And some more here in the edge in the corner as well. And there you go. Now you don't have any air bubbles underneath your print. And it looks completely flawless. this is the first one. Okay, for this book, I only have a picture of strawberries. It's just a wallpaper, which I found online. I'm not using any letters upon this one. And I also only want to glue one piece of paper to this book. So I'm just only putting Mod Podge here in the back, and also a little bit on the front and on the back side of the book, here and there. Just not too much. Don't have to cover it up entirely. Just have to see how far I can get. How far it's actually necessary for me to glue. I think we are there. Okay. I printed all the images slightly larger than the original books. So if I will be cutting, oh, this is the top section. So if I will be cutting, you know, wrong, then it wouldn't be a big thing. Okay, now start wiping again. Don't have to work too fast. The Mod Podge doesn't dry that fast. Now carefully want to fold it around. Just like this. And that works good. I'll also do this for the other side. So there is slightly a little bit too much Mod Podge, but that isn't a big deal. That will dry. Yeah. Up to the last ones now. This will be the back, only this part will be visible. Now one fun thing, this book has different back and front sides. This is the back. This one I'll do the last, and now I'm going to the front. I tried to get myself a really vintage image of a strawberry. So that matches completely in with, oh no, this is the back, this is the top. So that matches completely with the vintage strawberry signs that I made earlier. Oh, I glued it completely wrong now. I'm distracted by talking to the camera. Yeah, this is what you don't want to see when you're doing a DIY, but now you see what happens if you glued it wrong. Yeah, now it's good. Okay. Carefully put it back in there. And now we can start brushing away the air. Here they are, now drying. I think I'll let them dry for an hour and then we'll see how it goes. Good morning, it's next morning. Glue is dry, but on several books the paper is a little bit too high, too large. Let's see, where's the example? Yeah, this one is I think the most extreme. Here, I'm going to cut it off just using the knife. I'll show you on this side because then you can see better what I'm doing. Just make a cut here. And then slice just alongside the cardboard, and hopefully it gets off really easy. There we go. Do the same for this side here. To cut twice. Here, so that comes off, and then here on the edge as well. Oh, comes a little bit the wrong side. There we go. Well, this fits much more better now. So now it can just stand like this. All the books are properly cut now. Time to seal the design with, of course, Mod Podge, my favorite crafting supply. You all know how it works. Take your Mod Podge, take your brush, and start brushing away. Of course in the same direction, otherwise it might look weird when it's dry. Then you have different patterns throughout your design, throughout your project. Of course, make sure that everything is covered well. Just simply use some outdoor light or artificial light, that doesn't matter. See if everything is glossy. And if that is glossy, then you know that you covered everything with your Podge. Okay, actually I decided that I wanted to, you know, put a cover on all the books completely. I also cut out cardboard for this side, because if you're going to lay them like this, if you're going to stack them, then you would see actually ugly cardboard boxes. So I'm going to glue this, paint it, and seal everything, and then I think I'll be done. Here they are, the complete pile of books. You can also lay them down now. They are completely covered in black, also on this side and on the bottom parts. I'll show you one by one how they turned out. This is the one that I like the most. I really like the vintage print of the strawberry, and also that its back has a really cute cover. Same as the front, and the back is just normal. Then we have this really cutie here, the small strawberry book. This one is a little bit bigger. And this is the Home Sweet Home book, just black, also from the back. Now, you can also use them individually. If you like only these two together, you can do that. If you want, for example, these two together, you can do that. You can also use them as one large pile. Just whatever you want. You can put them in your cabinet like this. Completely up to you. It is such a versatile DIY. You have so many possibilities here. And I hope that you like what I made. Let us know in the comment section what you think. This is how I had it in mind, just a pile of books for this part of my home here. And I think it is really adorable.
So these were already our DIYs for this Sunday Funday challenge, and of course Kay and Trish, thank you so much for hosting this together with Dyanne and me. We are so thankful for that, and everyone go check out the playlist. I linked down below in our description box, so go check it out. And of course, like I always say, enough talking, we wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay safe, take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we hope to see you in our next video. Love from Dyanne and me. Bye everyone.